It's time for Portal. Take it away.
Okay, I ended up at this marathon somehow. Sorry about that. Okay. So for the few of you who don't know what Portal is, this is Portal. It's a game from 2007, 2006, I want to say. It was in the orange box, basically. Valve released a big compilation of like, hey, we got all the Half-Life 2 stuff, we got Team Fortress 2, and also we've got this thing that like a couple of people made, and this was the one that like everyone really, really liked, and now it's like one of the best games of all time. Or at least that's what people will tell you. I mean, they're right to. I don't know where I'm going with a lot of this. Basically, this is the glitchless speed run, so basically any of the out-of-bounds accelerated backhopping, zooming around at 90 miles an hour shenanigans that you see in other Source Engine runs, we're not going to be seeing any of that. But once the run picks up, we will be seeing some ridiculous ways to kind of break some of these chambers in half. I'm just going to hit new game and kind of get on with things if you all don't mind. I don't really have much else to say as far as intro preamble goes, so yeah, on we go. Normally, if I was doing runs myself, we would use what's called a vault save to where basically we start the timer at about 53 seconds, and it kind of just lets us not have to wait through this opening preamble. But for marathons, we got to get the whole game experience, you know. So I'm kind of just faffing around. Oh, what? Oh yes, start the timer if you haven't. Sorry. I kind of just took it as a given that you'd start it when I hit a new game. We can go back if like that was my bad.
And we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we
All
start,
good.
however, keep
We're all
in
good?
mind that
Okay.
for fun and learning
So yeah, we're just faffing around here. I'm gonna break
break
bits of this mug, flush them down the toilet.
For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from.
Okay, so that's all of that flushed. GLaDOS is gonna open the portal, and we're gonna get on with the game. We are going to be doing some bunny hopping, because constantly jumping is still faster than walking, despite Valve's attempts to make bunny hopping not be a thing.
Excellent.
And it isn't a thing in the same way it is in Half-Life. The way the game does it is the game tries to add backward speed if you jump too many times, and that's why accelerated backhopping works, because that backward speed, if you turn around, just becomes regular speed. But that's irrelevant to this run. Go watch a Half-Life 2 run, or a different category of this game if you want to hear about that.
Please place the weighted storage cube
For the toilet significant at all? Absolutely not. Literally just doing it to kill time while GLaDOS talks. That's kind of, sadly, that's kind of why Glitchless is one of the least popular of the main categories for this game, is that early on, there's a lot of faffing around and waiting while you're just waiting for the game to happen in the way it's supposed to happen. It's really, it'll be like when we get the two portals, like the second portal gun in about chamber 11, I believe, that's when the run really starts to become something else. But right away, when we get the first portal gun here, you're going to be seeing some interesting shenanigans.
Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood.
Yeah, in the meantime, we're just going to wait around here. Normally, I'd be crouching a lot to like dance to the radio music, but I'm not going to do that here just because I don't feel like it. Some days you're just not on the vibe, you know?
Well, in that case, could I hop in with a quick donation or two?
Not quite yet, I'm about to do something. Okay, I'm gonna grab the portal gun, swoosh. Okay, didn't quite get it, whatever. Normally, because what the game does is when you pick up the portal gun, it tries to despawn the portal that the gun had previously fired, so if you're quick enough, you can fire a portal before it tries to despawn them, and then just kind of swoosh through the hole, which saves like a second. I'm just gonna use some portal peaks to get to the end of this pretty quickly, so you can do a donation now if you want.
Hey, we have $50 from Heponwana. They leave no comment, but that is incredibly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Welcome to test chamber 4. You're doing quite well. Once again, excellent work. As part of a required test
Getting it to
protocol,
go
we
off.
will not monitor
So we're
the
going to do
next
that
test
somewhat,
chamber. You
just
will
sort of
be
in the intended
entirely on
manner.
your own. Good luck.
This next chamber, Chamber 5, in my opinion, is one of the hardest ones to do fast. Just because there's a lot of, like, hoping that that cubes cooperate with you. We don't like cubes in this run. Okay, there, look, see? Cube didn't cooperate. Now I gotta, instead of it falling through the portal, I gotta grab it through the hole. There we go. That wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it also wasn't nearly as good as it could have been. And now we're gonna throw these through the Emancipation Grill to destroy them, just because, again, we have to wait until the end of this dialogue, so we're just having a little bit of fun. So yeah, the elevator will not start to move until after the end of that dialogue. So you can either get in the elevator really early, or you can just, you know, unwind a little bit. So now we're coming up to Chamber 6, which is the first one we're going to really, like, skip, I guess you could call it, where instead of doing the puzzle, we're just going to jump straight through the portal and land on the elevator without bringing it down. And we're going to do sort of, whereas the next chamber is sort of a more complicated version of that puzzle, that also means we do a more complicated version of that skip. So, this is actually really precise. I hope I get it. 1, 2, 3 jumps, jump through, fire the portal, and yes! Always lovely to get that first try in a marathon. Basically, by firing a portal onto the ceiling, we're able to jump through the orange and then build up a bunch of momentum, then redirect that momentum to send us flinging across the room without activating the platform. This is another one where we can just skip the whole puzzle. We fire a portal as far into the corner as possible, jump over here, then we get onto this little bit of wall protrusion, and we're able to jump straight onto the exit platform without doing the puzzle. That is actually really, really difficult. I know I probably make it look somewhat easy, but that was like one of the first chambers that really got me stuck for a good while. Even with the single portal gun, we're kind of breaking, like, some of these chambers. I have not done this chamber correctly. Give me the cube. I tried to... Normally I would go for a riskier strat there, but I tried to go for a safer strat, and of course, the safer strat is the one that doesn't work. Oh, crikey O'Reilly. So yeah, this is more so the tone, I guess, for these early single portal chambers, is we can't quite completely break them in half, but we're still able to do some impressive stuff. Here we're going to portal straight over here instead of doing the momentum fall. Then we look up there to make the barrier come out early. We fire a portal, we crouch, and then we drop through here, and we have just enough momentum to be able to get to the other side of the room without having to get onto the first platform and then make the portable wall come out as far as it would otherwise need to. Thankfully, the run is about to get a lot faster because we're about to get the second portal gun. Now, normally you have to do a long puzzle involving redirecting pellets to get to it, but instead we're just going to go over here, make a long jump, and now suddenly we have 2 portals. We jump through here, portal over to the other side of this corridor, get in the elevator.
As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact.
And now the next chamber coming up, Chamber 12, this is where you're really going to see how this run changes with the second portal gun. We're going to go over here, do 5 jumps, fire a portal over here, and now again, instead of having to do 12... wait, sorry, 12? What am I talking about? Where is my last quick save? Okay, it is just over here. I was worried I hadn't... There we go. Instead of doing, instead of having to portal over to one platform and then... do another jump to get up to the higher platform, we can just go straight to the higher platform. And then we just put the cube on the button. You can throw the cube from that highest platform directly onto the button, but it's incredibly inconsistent. Only, the top super duper bad boy runners really go for it. And I am not yet at that echelon. I wish I could be, but I'm not. So here we go on to Chamber 13. This is sort of the fast part of the game. No, give me the box.
This next test could take a very
GLaDOS' dialogue being especially ironic there. I did not quite do that as fast as I wanted to. That could have been a lot cleaner.
An intubation associate will
But
be
basically,
dispatched to revive
this next
you with
test could take a very, very long time. We just did it in, what, like 10 seconds?
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer...
Now, this next test, this is one of the longer chambers in the game. Not so if you're playing it like we do. Okay. Please tell me I have a quick save here. Yep. I always get paranoid about where my quick save is. There we go. Okay, basically what we did there was called a re-portal, where basically we jumped through a portal, but then the portal we were going through, we fired a second one so that the portal closed as we were going through it. So the game tried to give us a speed boost so we don't get, like, stuck between two floors. And that extra speed boost gave us the little bit of height we needed to get up to that elevator platform. That was actually a really hard trip we did there to get the first cycle on that pellet, and now we do a bit of flippy shenanigans there to avoid doing that puzzle. Now we go over here. I've messed this up. Okay, backup strats. We just jump over here, and that was like 3 puzzles in a row, and we did not do any of them. This is how the game goes when you have 2 portals. You thought the game was fast before. Well, it's about to slow down a lot because we have a long dialogue bit to wait through for Chamber 16, which is the turret. If you have a donation, you can read one out now.
The appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently
we have a $10 donation from Skull Kitty that just says #SpeedBun.
Heck yeah. Okay, so this is Chamber 16. The first thing we're going to do, instead of knocking over this turret, we're going to just fire the portal through there, then fire one through here. We're going to be portaling past a lot of these turrets. We go through here directly into the line of fire, but we're fine. And now we portal over here, we get stuck. That's not supposed to happen. And now we effortlessly deal with these 3 turrets. Somehow we get very close to death, but we do not die. Throw a portal at the end of that corridor, and we are through.
The Enrichment Center once again reminds you
that chamber is actually, it's very easy to mess up and suddenly be going by the seat of your pants while trying to avoid fire from about 3 different turrets. But it looks pretty cool if you manage to get it. This is the most annoying chamber in the game, Chamber 17. Like, this chamber will single-handedly put people off running Glitchless. Hopefully I'm able to get this first try. We have the companion cube. First we do this more or less. My movement here is subpar at best. Like, that could have been a lot cleaner.
The symptoms most commonly produced.
Gonna make a quick save just in case we die to the pellets. I'm gonna go for the safer strat here. We need a camera. I'm not gonna go for that camera, which normally is what I would do. But instead, we're just gonna throw the thing to the side, put a portal down here, and then we quick save. We grab the camera, and time for some good old-fashioned source engine prop stacking shenanigans. Cube, please cooperate. Grab it. Yes! Oh, I really thought I was going to mess that up. That is the most annoying trick in Glitchless. It is the last time we have to deal with cubes. It's the most annoying time, but thankfully, it also completely changes the game experience because it makes it incredibly cathartic to dunk the hell cube into the incinerator.
Test subject on record. Congratulations.
A friend of mine, Kodjlax, who also runs this game, once said that in a regular speedrun, in a regular playthrough of the game, you have to kill the companion cube, but in Glitchless, you get to kill the companion cube. That's the big difference. Just gonna do some peeks there, redirect our momentum a little bit, throw a portal over there because we're gonna need one. And now instead of doing this pop, we're just going to nip in, grab a camera, get back out. Now we prop the camera up again. Oh, no, did not let go of it. Come here. Gotta get it lined up. There we go. Now we go over here. We get the camera stuck in the door, and then we just portal through. No puzzle necessary. And now this bit, that you can do re-portals to skip some of the cycles here, but I'm not very good at them, so I'm not going to go for them. I used to be good at them, but then I just kind of magically forgot how to do them. So this bit, I'm more or less just going to do how the game wants you to do it. And then we get in the elevator. We have to wait for this dialogue to finish again, but this is really the last time we're going to be held to the game's whims.
That may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend.
Which is kind of fitting, I suppose, because this is also the part where we go completely off the rails in the story from what GLaDOS wants us to do. Chamber 19, the last regular test chamber of the game. It's the most annoying one for me to consistently do fast, but I'm going to try and go for it here. Instead of doing this puzzle, we're just going to sort of, as we did in Chamber 15, just portal straight to the end of this elevator segment. Then we go over here, do a bit of air strafing to get some extra momentum. There. No! Let me in. I was so scared. Oh, that went badly, but I mean, at least we saw. And now, this is not a glitch shooting through that pipe. That pipe just doesn't have collision, so that's allowed in the run. You can make whatever you want of that. There's been a lot of debate in the community for a very long time about the rule set of this category, but I'm not sure what has changed or what is actually going to change. I'm kind of a hermit in terms of like interacting with the community. Anyway, we're over here now. GLaDOS has only just realized we've escaped, even though we escaped a very long time ago. Get that angle, then jump through here. That could have gone a lot better, but at least we're here now. Now we're on to Escape 0. We're pretty much in the end game at this point. I'll throw a portal up here, one up here, quick save. We're going to go for a slightly difficult strat here. I'm not entirely sure how or why this actually works, but it does. Now instead of doing like the falling shenanigans, we just throw a portal over here. Throw one over here. The pistons don't actually move because we never pass the trigger to make them start moving. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Finally made it to where we're supposed to be. And we're slightly behind in terms of where we should be just because of that mistake, and also because marathon nervousness means I'm not really going as fast in general as I would like to. Now, this is one of the harder tricks. Last time I did this game in a marathon, I was really embarrassed because I didn't get the trick I'm about to do here, and had to do the chamber the intended way, which is bad, but hopefully I get it this time. This is, I don't even know what the name for this is. I know the name for some of these tricks, because some of these tricks have names, but for the most part, they're just called, like, fast chamber or whatever. We have that. Okay, we messed that up. Mess that up again. And there we go. What is happening with those with those... Oh, there's a lot of confusing things happening. Okay, but basically, we have the turret, and now instead of doing the puzzle with the rocket turret, we just let the regular turret break the glass, then we throw a portal down here. The missing texture thing that's happening right now is not supposed to happen. I don't know what that is. Answers on a postcard, please. We portal over... No, get the rocket turret away from me. We portal over here, and now instead of having to break the pipe and get a cube so we can stack it up and get into the vent, we're just going to use the laws of physics to get up there. And now we throw a portal in here, and now we go over here, and we're in the final map of the game. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Okay, but here we are. I'm gonna try to skip this entire combat set piece. I'm gonna go for catwalk skip. I think I got it. Yes, I did. First try. That at least makes up for a few things. Then we throw a portal over here, one down the end of this corridor, and now we're into the... Say that again. And now we're into the GLaDOS. This is one of the other reasons why a lot of people don't run Glitchless, because you actually have to fight GLaDOS. In pretty much every other category, you're able to glitch a turret into here, and it turns out one bullet from a turret does the same damage as one rocket from a rocket turret.
Isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you.
So we're going to position some portals, open the incinerator, and that's just going to drop straight in there. And now we kind of have to wait for this dialogue to run, but then once this is run, we're going to be doing the fight, and then after that is going to be time. I'll let you know exactly when it's about to come up. So I hope you all enjoy your lesbian robot wife.
It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the
But yeah, in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let by standing here, the rocket turret will lock onto us immediately, which is gonna let us do this fight a lot faster. Gonna make sure it locks on. There we go. Redirect. Make sure the portals are in place, grab the core as soon as it spawns, and drop it into the incinerator. That's phase 1 done. We're not going to do that same jumping up to hit the button immediately thing, because it's not actually faster for this phase. This is the hardest phase. I hope I get this right. Hit the button, grab the core. Oh dear, where have you gone? Okay, that did not quite go to plan. It's kind of a toss-up with that phase. It's bizarre. Anyway, this is the final phase. Time is going to be coming up as soon as the anger core. Oh, I've completely messed this up as well. Like, one day I will get a good GLaDOS in a marathon. Okay, backup strats, backup strats, backup strats. Is that gonna hit? No way is it gonna hit, of course. Why would it? Why can't I have nice things? Can you lock onto me, please?
Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
Oh no.
You, on the other
I was having such a nice day.
a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the
Okay, that should connect.
you
Thank. Why did I hit the button? I'm never gonna be able to make that in.
point anyway?
Okay. This is actually just a let's play of the fight at this point. I'm so sorry. Oh, this was going so well. Anyway, hi Angosphere, guest star Mike Patton, gonna dunk you in the trash, and that is going to be time. Oh. That was going so well, and then we lost like a minute on GLaDOS. Ugh.
You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee.
What was the final time on that, if you don't mind me asking?
It looks like you got a 1957, though there was the issue with getting the timer started.
Okay, so probably like a bit above 20. I'm gonna see what that was on my live split. That was a okay, so that wasn't a very good run anyway, but I mean, I'll take it. It's a marathon, what can you do? I hope that was at least fun. I just realized, does my OBS have live split up? Yes, it does. I'm gonna just get rid of that. Game? Okay, game is now responding. So we can see the ending cutscene. Well, that was a thing. That was a run of a video game that I did for an audience. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had fun.
I had a blast. Oh,
Heck yeah. Is there anything else that needs like covering, I suppose?
I've got a $10 donation from that just says Velvet, 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 and another $5 donation from Scala Kitty. So with those donations, right now, the Odin Sphere bid war has Cornelius at $71 and Velvet at $70. So, if you want to snipe that, or if you want to get Mercedes at $50 over the top, you've got a little bit more time to do so.
Go for it. If it's more money for the charity, let's get those bids in. Come on, while we still can. All right. And this is where Still Alive plays. I like how the chat is just typing out the lyrics to Still Alive. More power to you, my friends.
I'd argue that's a huge success.
Yeah, I'd say so. Alright. It's been lovely being a part of this event. It's been lovely entertaining all of you all folks this fine evening.
It's been lovely getting to hang out with you.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay, good plan. I just right as you said that, I tabbed out of the game and it stopped playing. I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm just gonna let this run.
Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke.